we are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the New York Jets and their inner-city rivals, the New York Giants. It's the battle for New York, or New Jersey for that matter. The Giants and Jets are underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go, hey.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Other side, other side.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. The Giants at 0-7, winless to start the year. And they come in wondering what on earth is going on here.
And, Brandon, I reflect back to one time we had one of those deep philosophical talks about getting up every day and going to work and the whole deal. Can you imagine what it's like for this team? Every morning they wake up. They haven't won a game yet. How do they figure their way out of this one? How do they play well enough to get at least one win before this season is over?
This defense for the Jets, very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps them move the sticks. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for Matt Breida out of the backfield, and it's second down. You talk about this Jets defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
To switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Back deep for the Jets, McCole Hardman. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Jets will take over. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now a late signing let go by Minnesota in June. It's Dalvin Cook. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 1. To throw, it's Rodgers. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll run with Hall. And he's going to be stopped short of the 1st down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. The last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. You talk about this Jets defense. They've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
Now Jones. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Jamie Gillen now on to punt. Here's Hardman to return. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a... Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 34. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Cook up the gut. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 16 more on that one and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Touchdown, Jets! Garrett Wilson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are on the board first here this afternoon. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's Jones to throw on second down. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in, touchdown, New York. Darren Waller, 74 yards. And the Giants are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. On the out route, he finds Hardman. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one a first down pickup of 8.
There's a nice play by Hall, who was hitting his stride and more, and looking like a franchise back when a torn ACL ended his rookie year at 7 games. We all saw the electricity. We felt it before he went down, though. The expectations very high for the future star here in year 2.
Rodgers now on first down. And this is going to be dropped. Oh, my gracious. There was no one in his area code, but he could not hang on to it.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention. And it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
We are going. Look at you. Hey, Mike.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defense is talking about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now is 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3rd and 4. Now Rodgers. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the 2nd time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
7-7, our score after 1. On 1st down, here's Breida. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Gold Cyclone! Gold Cyclone! Gold Cyclone! Let's go!
On 1st down, Jones eluding the pressure right. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Half jumbo, half
Second
jumbo.
and 6. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Jones now on first down. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Second down and 4. They go counter with Breida. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Matt Breida, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. Gano for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Jets offense ready to go in this battle of New York. And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know that this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes, because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season that could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not. We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Second and 9. On play action, Rodgers. Catch is made by Hardman. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 32-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On second down, here's Rodgers. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. Here's Rodgers. Setting up the screen for Cook. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 17-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
Over.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Being chased out left. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here,
touchdown! Alan Lazard, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Jets are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. The quarterback stayed in the pocket. He got licked for it, but it paid off. Touchdown.
Talk about a true strength throw. People wrapped around him, taking a hit, and still has the ability to get it downfield for a touchdown pass. Phenomenal.
Zerline good with a PAT, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Okay, here we go.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. On second down, a run with Breida. And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
56.
This offense so far on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Jones. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Breida, they'll go up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They run again with Breida. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Check down to Breida. And he will have a Giants 1st down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. And the pass complete to Waller on the out route. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a 1st down. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Here we go, hey.
Jones throwing on 1st down. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones, throw left side, taken in by Slayton. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
That was a difficult catch, and I admire the fact that he actually caught the football, worked so hard to get his feet down in bounds, tried to do the toe tap. My dad's an accomplished tap dancer. I'm not sure he would have gotten his feet in on that one.
Is he really, by the way?
That he is.
How about that? What about young Davis?
No, it did not. It did not cross.
It didn't carry over.
No, it stopped right there.
2nd and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Giants have taken the lead here in the final stages of this 1st half.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is now 21-14. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the 1st half as they'll kick this one away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Jets offense ready to go in this battle in New York. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And some space here. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Hits the ball away, and it falls incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Jets offense ready to go in this battle in New York.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Throw right side, Wilson. Fighting through it, he's got space. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 46.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 59 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. That's a strong running. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd down and 6.
On play action, now Rodgers. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone, open, unable to hold on to it.
Throwing is Rodgers.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. Gets past 1 man. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Again, it's Cook. And this time he'll get down close to the goal line, but not quite in as he stopped at the 1-yard line.
Cook. And he is in. Touchdown, New York.
His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from drawing level.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 21. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
A run between the tackles with Breida, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
They'll take it past the 40 to the 41, second down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
From the 41, here's second down and 7.
Triple right, Pacino. Triple right, Pacino. Up, go.
Now Breida on a toss left. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Throwing Jones. That is caught. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 38-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
85 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From the 31, here's a 2nd and 4.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards there and a first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Read option. This is Gray. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Now Jones.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Okay, here we go.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. That's complete left side to Shepard. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal.
This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And we will remain tied here in this third quarter. So a chance to give his guys a second-half lead there, but it goes by the wayside.
And, Brandon, that's the worst sound in the world for an NFL kicker. Gong!
That was good. Do that again.
Gong!
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
From the 38 now, here's second down and 2.
Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
3rd and 2.
Now Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the second time. On the return, Jackson. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Now Jones throwing to start the drive. Going right side, he finds Slayton. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Okay, here we go.
The offense on 3rd down, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Hardman on the return. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
And that will come the offense as they take over. The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Here's Rodgers to throw.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he can be a big-time playmaker for us.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3-and-out.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That would have been a nice one to hit on in a tie game. You start to think that one big play, maybe the next big play, could turn out to be the game winner. They took the big shot, but it winds up incomplete.
On the handoff, this is Breida. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Here comes third down and 7.
Looking to throw. Jones.
And that's going to be incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Jets offense ready to go in this battle of New York.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here. And
this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain.
And the Giants are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
To about the 35, 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Jones. And that falls to the ground, incomplete.
A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
Will McDonald in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Jets offense ready to go in this battle of New York.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So
frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Second down and a yard. Here's Cook again.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted.
It's Deontay Banks with it.
And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
Now a give to Breida. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
If they get nothing else here on 3rd down, it'd be a 53-yard attempt from this spot.
South salad, south salad, south salad, south salad.
This is Breida. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the